The Agricultural Business Chamber says the movement of grains out of the Black Sea brought much needed relief from possible wheat shortages. The chamber says wheat prices have since moderated markedly. It says at the end of April 2023, the domestic wheat spot price was down 10% year on year. Chief economist Wandile Slobo explains how the deal has been beneficial.
The benefit to the world has been the decline in grains and oilseeds prices. And we see the benefits of that even here in South Africa. If one, for example, looks at the maize prices and the soybean and sunflower seed prices, they are down by roughly 20% from the levels we've seen about a year ago. And South Africa, although we are a net exporter of grains, we are interlinked to the world market, which means that when global prices increase or decline, we usually follow a similar trend here in South Africa. And now with the improvement in supplies because of the grain deal that allowed the exports out of Ukraine, we saw the benefits of that in prices even here at home. And I think the households or consumers will see these gains in the coming months.
Sihlobo says with the rising tensions between Russia and Ukraine, these gains are at risk of being reversed. He says he hopes the deal will be extended.
Our hope is that the grain deal will be extended so that we can see a continuation of the exports, because this is positive for global food security, but also food security here at home. So we'll all be looking and watching what the outcome of these discussions will be, because any disruptions in the exports of grain out of Ukraine presents upside risks on prices. And in South Africa, even though we have the third largest grain supplies or harvest, but our price direction to a certain extent is influenced by the global events, which includes this Black Sea grain deal.
Grain SA agricultural economist Eileen Viljoen says if the extension of the deal impacts international prices negatively, it could have an effect on domestic prices.
If the extension of the deal impacts the prices negatively internationally, which will have an effect on our local prices, local producers, local maize producers may become under pressure, and that will also place pressure on the rest of the value chain.
So far, Russia has said it would keep talking to the United Nations about the future of the deal, but warned that it would not do anything to harm its own interests. A meeting facilitated by Turkey is expected to take place on Friday. Russia has had a list of demands that it wants met. This is for continuation of the pact, including the easing of payment sanctions on its grain and fertilizer exports. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.